Morning, everyone. This will be a very short, quick video. Wanted to reach out to all our viewers, friends, family. I wanted to say thank you very much for your participation in the cookbook. You know, when we started the cookbook, everyone said, "Hey, can I help? Can I put a recipe?" Well, then it hit a point where I thought, well, let's get everybody involved. So I reached out to so many family and friends, and I can't help but say I am super excited, super stoked. Chris does all our publishing. Chris, of course, was a major part of this. Chris always is. Shout out to him. So this is the new cookbook. We ordered 5 demos, 5 samples in. So we wanted to see the quality. I want to see what it was. Make sure it was our liking, what it was about. So again, brought to you by BSO and Friends, because honestly, we don't have that many recipes in it. We have so many recipes from everyone else. So it's just super excited. You can see here's your abbreviations for everything. We did that to make sure everybody got. This is who helped. Everybody helped with the recipes. I want to give. So give me a second here. I'm not going to show you every page. So we have breakfast. Okay. Each category has 6 to 7 recipes. So that one was breakfast. And so I just do this. I can't tell you enough how ecstatic I am. This is just. So here's your entrees. Okay, entrees. And you start seeing entrees. One thing you'll see with our entrees is it has a ton of stuff in from the outdoors. So here's venison burger barbecue, wild game sausage. There's a bunch of things in here. So here's one of our friends from YouTube, PA Backwoods. This is one of their recipes. So this is delicious deer Wellington. Then you come over here. This is Hunter's Pie. This is by our main man Tony from Tagged Out. And there was another YouTuber we had involved. We tried making a whole book involved with YouTubers. It didn't work that way. A bunch of people respond and say, yeah, but we weren't important enough for them to complete it. And I'm just playing. Everybody's busy. I got it. Sasquatch Outdoors. So, you know, we had 3 YouTubers help us out. Dramatic friends of ours. Met over the YouTube industry over the years. And it's just an incredible thing. So, you know, I showed you breakfast. I showed you entrees. Here's magnolia and venison. Here's, God, there's just so many things out here. So here's sides and soups. Okay. Sides and soups. It just, I'm going to tell you right out that I am stoked. I am super excited. My goal is to order 100 copies, complete copies in, and sell everyone. Well, some we promised we give to people who helped us, and you know that was our thank you. So we'll probably end up selling about 90 of them. So that's the goal. Truthfully, the goal is to buy more and have to sell more. That's always the goal, but to break even, we have to sell 100 copies. We will be putting the book on Amazon, so you'll be able to download it and just use it that way. That'll be a method you can do it. Personally, this is my favorite, the wire binder. This is like Grandma used to do it. Actually, tell you what, have you on here? Let me read you a small section. So this is dedications, and I'd like to read this to everybody, just so they, you know, kind of see the theory behind the book. So this cookbook is dedicated to a bunch of special people in our lives. 2 that will live on forever in our hearts. My mom, Patricia Kopenitz, and my Nana, Pearl Brown. Sorry. These 2 women were always in the kitchen making something delicious. As a child, I couldn't wait to go to their house and smell the aroma of the dish they were working on, or currently have made. These 2 women have made a huge impact in my life and in my stomach. I miss both of them greatly and know that they are cooking with Jesus, and I love and miss you both daily. And then, you know, Chris and I, we are partners in just about everything we do. So Chris's dedication was, I want to dedicate this cookbook to my wife, because if she could cook, I would not have to learn how to. Sorry, I freaking love that. Also, my Nana Pearl would always make sure that anytime you came to her home, you were fed. It's her recipes, never written down, just remembered, that have stuck with me over the years. Chris. So, this cookbook is for us is bigger than it's just a cookbook. It makes us feel some of them memories and what they were about, and that's it's huge. It's important. I love it. I'm absolutely. I mean, here's my dad's chunky chili. There's so many things in here that are just incredible snacks. Okay, they're snacks. Let me go back here. And like I said, some of the recipes are old, some are new. There's just so many different things out there. So here's breads. I want to make sure you see all the categories. And there should be one more. Two more. Condiments and sauces. And where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Voila, that's a sauce. Hold on. I know you're right here. You're not leaving me. Here we go. And then drinks, from homemade wines to, dude, if you've never had Chris's homemade wines, I am not a wine drinker. I love it. Yeah, he makes a blackberry wine that is just, oh. But if you guys see, you just have incredible photos. Everything's laid out well. Got a few errors we're going to fix. Here's what I really want to jump on and tell you is about not only the cookbook, but we're going to need your help. So in order to sell those 100 copies, here's what we're going to need. I'm going to need a bunch of pre-orders. Now, how do we do pre-orders? So pre-orders are done and based on what we use is we use a program called Kickstarter. There's a few platforms out there. We may use both. So we use Kickstarter. And Kickstarter, you can pre-order. So if you pre-order, that gives us a little more confidence to order the 100 copies. And it helps us. Maybe we order 200 copies if we get enough pre-orders. So it just helps us determine that number, where we want to be when we order this book. So not only that, say we do only order 100, okay? If you pre-order, you are guaranteed a copy if we stop at 100. So just something to think about. I will put the link up down below in this video once, I put it in comment section, once we release the Kickstarter campaign. And I'm hoping to get that released in the next week. So I hope you guys enjoy watching. It's something I'm so proud of. We have two BSO logos. Of course, this one's on here. Chris is a wonderful publisher. If anybody's ever looking and says, I want to write a book or do something, listen, you pay him, he'll do it. He's a great dude. I always say I don't have friends, I have family. So my circle's small. The people close to me are very important. And it just means the world to me that I have, the few I have are very, very supportful and very part of what I do. So shout out to everybody. I appreciate you guys. Aunt Patty, Aunt Rose, Uncle Ed, Missy, my uncle, I'm sorry. I had a brain fart there. So anyway, shout out to everybody. And Eileen, I tagged out Bay Backwoods, Sasquatch Outdoors. I appreciate you guys. I do want to add this. If we sell the 100 copies to the point where we can, at a minimum of break even, I need to break even, okay? If we can do that, I'd like to release a second cookbook. And dude, I already have it planned out. It will be phenomenal. It will strictly be laid out like the Pennsylvania Game Commission handbook. And it will be based on small game, deer, bear, you know, they always break their things down. Big game, small game, and that's how we're going to do it. And you're going to have nothing but outdoor recipes. I even want to put a small section in the back of campfire recipes. So, you know, the goal on that book will be the same, 6 to 7 of everything, and just roll it out through. So, if you guys help us promote this book, we're going to release the second one that I think you will, wow, just knock your socks off. So I'm probably just as excited for that one already, if not more excited for that one, because I know how awesome this one already looks and turned out. So right now we're going to be in the, you know, promotion stages, and that's where we're at. So 2 people, let me put this in here before I go. 2 people, I'm looking for 2 people. I have currently 2 cookbooks in my hand. Okay, 2 cookbooks for people who want to go through them. I want you to help proofread them. I want you to put them on YouTube. I want you to put them on your Facebook. I want you to promote them every day until we have our 100 copies or more in our hand. If you're willing to do that, if you're one of those 2 people, message me. Big Sexy Outdoors 2021 at gmail.com. Okay, help us out. We love you guys. You guys are always so good to us. I can't stress enough. I'm going to actually go out now. I got up early this morning and look at these cool fluorescent yellow arrows. I'm going to go out and sight in my dad's crossbow for him, put a new scope on it, and that's going to be the morning's goal before we go out and meet Matt Brophy at Matt's trapping convention tonight for Scoop Trappers. So we love you guys. Thank you. Peace. We're out of here. God bless. And as always, take a child hunting or fishing.